Hey guys, welcome to my home gym and home office for today's strength session. Today we've got a little bit of everything. It's got lower body, it's got upper body, some skill practice at the end, and you do have the option of doing this just with your body weight, or if you do have a weight to make some of the exercises harder, you can add a weight and that's up to you. One of the upper body exercises is a row. So I'm going to be using a band for that. So if you could find a band, that would help you complete that row. Otherwise, I can show you a body weight variation for your upper back as well. All right, let's get started. So we've got wrist pulses, tall bear, shifts on the spot for warm up, and good mornings to squat. So for the palm pulses, we'll just start off pretty easy. Knees don't have to be too far back away from the hands. Just keep it here. We're going to go for 20 reps, lifting up just the palms off the floor, trying to keep the fingers flat. And on the second round, we'll add a little bit more body weight to it, make it a bit harder. And that's 20. For the tall bear, you're going to be basically piked over. This will depend on your flexibility, sort of how compressed you are. You might be like me, like this, or you may be a little bit more like this, okay? Just shift side to side. So your body weight should go all the way to one side. So when I go to the left, my right foot and my right hand come off, and then it switches on the other side. So you'll be in a single arm position for a fraction there. Okay, we're going to do it for 20 seconds. Here we go. Okay, and the last one, we're doing a good morning into a squat, and we're just going to go for 5 reps. Let me just turn this up. So for the good morning, you need to hinge forwards, keep your back flat, and then you go down into your squat and stand. Hinge over, squat, stand, over. One more. Okay, we can go back down to the palm pulses. This time, just send your knees back a little bit further, so you're sort of in a like half push-up position, and that'll make it a lot harder to lift the palms off the floor. Challenging your strength through your forearms, your hands, and your fingers when you do it that way. If you can't, if you find that you're starting to sort of go up wonkily like that, side to side, just bring it back into somewhere where it's a good challenge, but you're able to get it done really well. Lost count, but I think that's about 20. So let's get up into the bear walk on the spot. Push up tall in your half handstand position, and let's go. Okay, and good mornings into a squat and stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so for the first strength circuit, the exercises that are involved are a push-up, a middle of the squat hold, that's the one where you've got an option to add a weight to make it harder, and a bent over row or a floor row. So we'll go over those now. You can just warm them up with me as I go, and then I'll explain the time domain and everything like that. So the first one is a push-up. Okay, so from hardest, you'll be here. Whole body lowers down to the floor in one straight plank shape and pushes back up. Try not to let yourself worm out of it in any way. A scaled back variation is you could do the push-up on the knees like that. Try to still maintain quite a straight line from the shoulder to the knee when you do the push-ups that way. Okay. Otherwise, you could also change it if you've got something that you could lift your plank position. Okay. Second one, already forgotten. Mid squat hold. So we're going to go into our squat position, normal stance. You're going to squat down. So you're basically halfway. So you're not all the way down into the bottom of the squat. That's probably halfway for me. All the way down would be there for me. So I'm basically at about 90 degrees. And all we're doing is holding for that one. On that exercise, you do have the option, like I mentioned, to grab a weight. You can get a household weight, or you can get an actual dumbbell or plate, or anything you like for that. If you like, you can start your first round not adding weight, and then you can progress a little bit harder. All right. Last one, we've got the bend over row. So I'm using a band. I am just going to hold it double side, stand on the band, set myself up into my bent over hinged position. So I'm not rounded at the back here to reach for the band. I've sent my hips back so that I'm hinging here at the hip, okay? Everything stays really nice and tight through my back. And then the movement is for the upper back. You're going to be pulling your shoulder blades back and then completing a row from there. Try not to move your whole upper body into it as you pull against the resistance of the band, okay? All right, there are the 3 exercises. I'll show you one other one in case you don't have a band for the bend over row. To lift your upper body off the floor, okay? So it's still the same action. You're able to mimic that rowing action. You don't need to lift your whole body off. Your hips can stay off the floor, but that upper part just needs to come up and lift off the floor. All right. Can I get the stopwatch ready? And we'll talk about the reps in a second. Yep, ready? Okay. So we'll work through about 4 to 5 rounds of this. Work for your 25 seconds and then just get yourself busy with switching over to the next exercise. So it goes push up, mid squat hold, and then rows. And then at the end of the circuit, you rest for 30 seconds. Okay, so quite a lot of work and then rest for 30. We'll do 4 to 5 rounds depending on how we're going. That's fine. Alrighty, so if you guys are ready, we're about to get started. If you're not ready, if you're grabbing a drink or something, okay, get ready to transition. Middle of the squat hold. I'm going to do the first round with no weight. And down and hold. Try to get the chest up. These quads are burning. Fight through. And stand. Get your band ready. Send your hips back. And let's go. "30 seconds, we'll take 35 seconds just so that we can start in a minute again. I'll show a different variation this time. So I'll go slightly easier on the push up and I'll do the bend less variation on the row. That's 15 seconds. Get ready, get yourself set up. And slightly out from the body, about 40, 45 degrees. They don't need to be tucked all the way in. Five more seconds. Rest. Okay, get ready for that squat hold. And down we go. And when we start adding the weight to it. Stand and get ready for your rolling variation. And let's go. Remember, if you've got a band, you can use it. You don't need to be following along exactly with me. I'm just showing a few options. And rest. Okay. So 2 down. Start again. So push up this time. I'll go back to my toes. You can do what you need to do, but make sure it is still the right challenge for you. We do want you to work really hard. 5 seconds. Ready, and let's go. Maybe lock the elbows and push tall in the shoulders at the top of the rep. Okay, don't want to just be locking it out like that. Come all the way out. And rest. Get ready for your squat hold. My bad. 5 kilos for this one. Stand. Back to your rows. Get the band. And here we go. Okay. 30 seconds rest. We'll go through one more. We might leave it at 4 rounds for this one, and we will do 5 rounds on our second section. 15 seconds to go for those, or adding a weight to your back for push-ups. Let's go, last round. Swap over, quick transition to the squat hold. I'm going to add 10 kilos this time. You're welcome to join me. Spicy. And the row. Last row. Grab your band. Almost there, guys. A few more. And rest. All right. Section 1 is complete.